meant to be 13:42.
Are we restarting here?
I'm not sure yet. It looks like everyone's going, so we'll just keep it going for now. As Rabel has an incident there, turn 1 was a victim of the turn 1 incident. Sorry, a little bit distracting folks on the start of the race. I'm not too sure he read up early. It was only by about 20 seconds, so it's not enough really to be worried about. We did have about 3 or 4 minutes in. There's obviously a battle between Lerp, Lanny and Blunty for this P5, and actually Rousey's not too far behind as there's a 4-way battle to try and get this position done. As Rousey goes up the inside of Blunty, does make it work, gets better traction on that soft compound tires. Now, as we all know, this is a 35% race, so those softs do not last long at all. So I wouldn't be surprised if those soft runners try and get the most from the tires as much as they can and pit quite early. But if you can get the spots done early on, it does work in your benefit. As you see,
Bloody chop and change here with Death Star and E9, and Mr. Avocado might be able to benefit from this.
Griever and Humane and Aston Martin's up a really good chunk of position at the moment, as Griever is challenging Blunty for this P8 spot. Now he does have DRS along with Blunty, using a bit more ERS as well. With the DRS, he does have that soft compound tire, so he is a bit grippier at the moment. Although, to be honest, actually lap 5, those mediums actually might be playing into a bit better. And you can see straight away, you see how much grippier the mediums are at this point in time. So it actually might be better off for the soft runners to pit a bit earlier. As we see, Blurp, I don't know if that was contact going round that long right hand corner or not, between himself and, I think that was Kyle. I'm not too sure. But yeah, no, like I was saying, we'll jump back on front with the top 3. So we can see Copy has actually made a gain on E9 barcode. Now all these 3 drivers are on the same compound tire, so it'll be quite interesting to see what strategies they do decide to go for. Will someone decide to go for maybe an undercut or an overcut? We'll see what they can do. Death Star is at the moment setting the pace, as we see E9 barcode go for a move on Copy. Actually, he does get it done quite easily, so I wonder if he was using a bit more ERS or maybe just got a bit more traction during that sector. But we'll see here if Copy can get the place taken back in that P2. As Death Star goes a little bit wide and actually opens up a bit of a door for E9 barcode. Copy gets not a nice as an exit off that final corner, as Death Star borderline waves in front of E9. It was quite late in terms of defending. Now you can argue he did move back onto the breaking point line, or the driving line rather. So we'll see. We'll keep a close eye on that and see if he does that again. Now, once we can let you have it, you do it more than once, it can be a little bit dodgy. So we'll keep a close eye on that going forward.
Oh, he's around. Oh, he saves it. Young Avocado did big moment, goes round, but he very easily could have went straight into the barriers and maintained the position to 4th, so he just drops 1. But it could have been his race over, so it's not a bad recovery.
Yeah, definitely. It could have been way worse. As we see Death Star taking the P1 position in that DRS zone, but he goes very, very late in the brakes at the end of that DRS chicane. As he gets a little bit of wobble coming out of the chicane and actually lets E9 barcode take that position back. But Death Star actually having a better line on this outside. I wonder if they go to wheel here, or wheel to wheel through this tight, well, not very tight, but this corner. As we go into sector 3, as Kwashi does go into the pit lane, who is the first car on the soft compounds to pit. Now this is actually good information for those soft runners, because we'll see what time an undercut can actually make up. And I wonder if he's going to go on the mediums here. He does. It's actually late enough in the race to go on the medium, so that'll be a faster strategy. This is actually a really good call. I wonder if the likes of Griever, he also is on that soft compound. So Rabel as well, Kyle and Lanny. I wonder if they opt in to go on to the medium compounds, because that would be a faster strategy. Another thing to point out as well, actually, with the information about the softs as well, about how they actually last until around lap 7 or 8, it actually gives the medium runners as well at different strategies to go on, because they can essentially move on to soft tires now at around lap 12, give or take. So it actually makes the undercut very, very strong, because we all know those soft compound tires are rather quite rapid. As we jump on back on board with the battle between E9 Barcode and Death Star Barcode, as they've been battling since lap 1. They haven't been able to drop each other. I think the DRS is quite strong in France, and it is quite tough to actually drop someone behind you as they go wheel to wheel here through the final sector. I wonder if actually that was very, very tight. E9 Barcode actually chooses to pit. So we'll see. Now this is where
9 speeding in the pit lane. Oh, that's massive.
That essentially gives this win to the F-Star for free, pretty much. That is a disaster. As we see, Rebel does make the move here on Ryuzi, but Ryuzi does come up behind on the outside, gets that position back. So we have a battle for P13 at the moment, which is good to see. We're going to have battles across the board. I want to quickly point out here, Kapu is sitting in a very, very good spot here. I know I said it before, but I want to say it again. We look at the leader at the moment. So 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 3 seconds. He's only 4.5 seconds behind the leader. So at the moment, he's looking at a P2, and the way he's going at the moment, he is gaining that time, so this could be very, very tight towards the end of the race. And what makes it even better for him, Death Star and E9 Barcode are actually battling now. Like, Quashi does get the move done on E9 Barcode, and I think E9 Barcode will actually be feeling the older compound tires on those 7 lap olds. Quashi's 9 lap, was it 9 laps? I think it was. Yes, 9 lap old mediums will still be, they'll be bleeding a little bit, but they'll still be okay. As the E9 Barcode does want to make that P1 happen on track. But he does have the 5-second penalty, so really all really Quashi does have to do at the moment is actually just wait until the end of the race. And he should be getting that podium. But as I say, actually Copy is losing time, as pointed out there from Bagaspagulo in chat. He is losing, he's lost about nearly 6 tenths in the last lap. We see E9 Barcode in the front, wobbling a little bit here on the final few corners. But as he is going to take it home unless he spins here in this final corner. It would be inappropriate for any driver to make a move here at this late in the race. As we see a bit of a borderline drag race here behind as they go across the line to achieve the end of the race. See, E9 Barcode does go down to P4, so Copy does get a position in that podium. Fantastic work from him. Quashi taking that P1 position. Death Star P2. Copy in P3. E9 Barcode goes down to P4 for that 5-second penalty. Cal on P5, Lanny P6, Griever P7, Humane P8 in both Aston Martins. Blump is approaching the final corner as he goes across the line for P9. And Rami across the line as well as Blurp goes across the line. Okay. Rousey across the line as well in P11. Does go ahead of actually Blurp. So actually Blurp loses points for that, for the ghosting. And Rabacos in P12, and then Diamonds coming through the last few corners to take that final position in P13.